Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the worst 6-star powers currently inside of Brawl Stars. So a lot of these have actually changed. Some of them have done a complete turnaround. So a bit of a wild list inside of today's video. So we're going to be jumping into it. Just before we get into it though, make sure you're using a create code in the shop. Mine would be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so jumping into the 6th worst star power. Currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Mortis with his called Snake star power. So you guys might be wondering, well, surely there has to be worse star powers than this one. So I'm basically comparing this off of usage rate, right, in comparison to the other star powers. So although it may not on the front of it seem like the worst star power, in comparison to the other one, it is just so much worse. You never see this one being used in competitive whatsoever. 100% pick rate for not called Snake, sorry, for Creepy Harvest. It's just weird to say, right? So like a few months ago, you would have said I was crazy for literally putting these in this order, but right now this is exactly the order it should be in. Like as I said, you've got the Creepy Harvest, which is just so strong, being able to keep you alive in so many different scenarios. Whilst this one, I feel like it doesn't really help you, really, like, especially considering you're just going to be healing for that amount anyway with the Cord Snake. By the time you've already got a Cord Snake, you're more than likely not fully healed up. So that's the main reason again why I just don't feel like this star power is really needed. So kind of wild how Cord Snake has gone from probably the best star power in the game to one of the worst star powers in the game, especially in terms of usage rate. So that is going to be the 6th worst star power. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, so jumping into the 5th worst star power. Currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Meg with her new star power, Self-Destruction. So I wanted to put this one even lower, but just literally because it's a new star power, kind of reluctant to put it a bit low on the list. But this star power, in comparison to its other one especially, it's just really lackluster. I just don't see this one being picked ever in comparison to the other star power. And as soon as I was recording the last video, I just kind of wanted to write it off straight away, but you kind of have to give it a little bit of a fair chance. But after testing it out, even for like 5 minutes, I just knew that the other star power in comparison is just so much stronger. You get so many more benefits. Like the other star power, you get it for 30 seconds, right? That is just endless possibilities in terms of value. Whilst this one, it's just not really the best. You have to really be in a specific point on the map to get the most value out of it. And for the most part, even when you get destroyed into the normal form of Meg, people aren't really going to be around you. And even if they are 1000 damage and a small pushback, like what is that going to do? So as always, I'd like to hear you guys' like suggestions on how you'd really change these star powers. For me, I think it's kind of simple. Obviously, like up the radius, maybe make it destroy walls, maybe add more damage to it, or just really just nerf the other one. The other one is just far too strong. I can never see it being used in the way of the other one. So it looks like we're probably going to concede here, which isn't really too optimal. Losing at like 600 trophies, you don't really love to see that, but that is going to be the 5th worst star power, in my opinion. Probably 1 or 2 really, but yeah, that's gonna be number 5. Let's hop into number 4. All right guys, so moving on to the 4th worst star power. Currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Lou with his hypothermia star power. So I already see a lot of people in the comment section gonna be putting, well, hypothermia is actually pretty decent, it's really underrated. But for me and a bunch of other pros as well, it's just not that good, right? So the main reason why I don't think it's that good, it's only really stronger against brawlers that have a slower reload speed. That's where you're only going to really find the value out of it. And also, like, whenever I get close to like halfway or even like 30, well, like 75% freezing them, I'm going to finish off the freeze run. It's going to fully freeze them. So the effects of the star power is going to wear off, and it's just not that great. I just don't think it synergizes that well with Lou. I feel like it just needs a big rework. It's never going to be used instead of the other star power. So maybe right now I'm getting some usage out of it because well, obviously I died, I can't really freeze him there, so he's getting a big downtime in terms of his reload speed. But again, like the other one just synergizes really so much better with his super, and that's the best thing about Lou, is getting his super, chaining them, making it really hard for the enemies to really do too much. So we've actually made this Mortis waste a lot of ammo here, so maybe, okay, yeah, so see again, for the most part, when you get close to someone with Lou, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Normally, you're going to be freezing them and taking them down if you get into that proximity. So yeah, hypothermia, again, just never ever use. I've never seen a pro player use this star power, which was the case with Melee's, obviously, like a few months ago. I used to think Melee's was a really bad star power. It's actually one of the better ones inside of the game right now, but I just don't think that's ever going to happen with Lou, which is quite sad, really. It's always just been one star power with Lou. This star power has never ever been used, unfortunately. So we've literally been on the back foot the entirety of the game here. I've just been waffling on, and I've somehow cycled about 50 supers, and we still haven't even made it out of our spawn. Hopefully our Mortis is able to do something for once. I think he's lagging by the looks of how slow he's dashing right there. So again, like brawlers, it won't really affect. Like this Rosa has a fast reload speed anyway. You won't feel the difference with a 75% decrease in reload speed for me. So I'm going to try and protect this dynamite here. Again, we've got another super. Mortis not really doing anything. But yeah, the reload speed on Rosa is so fast. And again, I'm not going to get the full potential out of it because I'm just going to freeze her straight away. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, there was some of you that still think that is an okay star power, but trust me, it's just really not good with Lou. There's just so much better, such a better opportunity with his super cool star power. So somehow, some way, we've managed to win this game, even though I don't think I made it out of my half of the map, literally the entirety of the game. But yeah, that's going to be the 4th worst star power. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, so jumping into the 3rd worst star power, currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Darryl with his rolling reload star power. So for me, Darryl probably has the worst star powers and gadgets in the game overall. I don't think he really has like a standout gadget or star power that's really going to improve his kit, and he's dying out for something like this. So obviously a bit off track there. So a rolling reload, just don't think it's that great at all. It's only really good in game modes like Heist, where you're looking to base race the opposition, and maybe you have your super, and you're going to be getting a lot more damage. That used to be the only way I used to get value out of it back when Darryl used to be meta, probably like 2 years ago. Rolling reload was somewhat usable because people base race a lot, but now that's not really the meta in Brawl Stars. Base racing isn't on the agenda for the most part, so you're not going to get value out of this star power. So I'm just hoping that something gets changed with it. I mean, it's not like completely the worst. I just felt like I had to get some Darryl star power in there because it's just really lacking that love with the star powers and the gadgets. But yeah, but for me, it's one of the worst kits in the game. Rolling reload just never sees the light of day in this current meta. So that's going to be the 3rd worst. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, so moving into this 2nd worst star power, currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Jesse with the Shocky star power. So still people at the low end of trophies or just Jesse noobs think that this star power is good. I absolutely hate the star power. I think I might be a little bit biased. I don't really know, but this star power, I just hate it. It's just a meme star power. It's never really been good. I don't understand why people choose it over the other one. Energize has to be one of the best star powers in the game, whilst this one is just terrible. It's only really good in Heist, maybe if it's hitting Heist safe, and maybe hitting the opposition, but it just makes your turret so squishy and so easy to take down. And again, it just reminds me of the new players that just run the recoil spring gadget and the Shocky star power. I just really don't like that kit, especially considering, for the most part, like especially at like pro level, where you want to be using Jesse, you want to be putting your turret behind somewhere safe and healing it up with the Energize star power. You're never ever really going to see enemies, well, yeah, the enemies kind of like clump up and get value out of that Shocky. I just despise this star power. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below whether it annoys you as well. But that's going to be the 2nd worst star power in my opinion. Let's hop into the very worst. Alright guys, so jumping into the worst star power in the game in my opinion, it's going to be Griff with his business resilience, I think it's called. I don't even know the word for this star power, but yeah, basically I don't even know what this star power does. I just think it's just straight up trash. I don't remember any time seeing anyone use this star power. I don't even know what it does when I use it. Like, it heals you up for 7% of your maximum HP every 2 seconds. I just don't really see the point in it. It's supposed to be like a star power that allows you to keep shooting and healing, but what does it heal? I don't think it really heals anything. And then if you use this star power, the way Griff shoots, it's just so slow. It's going to be so hard to hit the enemies with this star power as well. I just hate using this star power. Gotta be definitely a bottom 6 star power in the game, and in my opinion, I think it's going to be the worst. But people might overlook it because it's Griff, right? Not too many people actually play Griff or enjoy playing Griff, but yeah, for me, just terrible star power. Never see the value out of it, and hopefully it gets some form of rework in the future. So again, just look how slow I shoot with this star power. I just hate using Griff without a star power, or this star power just doesn't feel like a good brawler to use whatsoever. So we're going to try to get the ball out of it. At least Agar is able to get the kill onto that meg head. It's just too many walls for this Jackie to really do anything on. And again, it just feels so slow, like the release of the shot without that first star power, especially against the aggressive brawlers. You're going to be having a tough time with this star power for me. So Yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you think is the worst star power. Maybe I overlooked a few things. Of course, I'm not going to get it right every single time. But yeah, for me, just awful. Definitely need of some form of love. So I thought that Meg could have probably walked that one in there. 50 seconds left to really change this game. I don't think it's going to happen. We've just been getting absolutely wrecked the entirety of the game. Got to try and corner this ball and do something. Let's see if we can cycle our super, or at least put it in a better position. Yeah, I just don't think there's any way we can stop this one. So yeah, that's going to be the worst star powers in the game for me. So a lot has kind of changed in my opinion, especially with the fact a lot that Mortis won at number 6. That's going to shock a lot of people, considering like Coordinate used to be the best star power in the game. Now it's one of the worst. So a complete reversal right there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.